they're slinging at 100 miles an hour, but he puts the ball on the money. So when you know where your receivers are coming out of their break and you can pinpoint that, that's tough on defensive backs. So we have to get quarterback pressure tonight when we get in, put them in passing situations. We have to.
I thought that was one thing Northfield did really good last week, was they controlled the line of scrimmage the entire game, and it showed.
Yeah, they did. They won the first down battle consistently last week. You know, we were always more second in longer yardage than they were. And those 2 or 3 yards on second down, it's a big deal, because then you get an average play on second down. You still don't have much to go on third down. So they won more first down battles. We cannot afford to let Valley win the first down war tonight.
You know, I've thought to this point we've done a really good job running between the tackles and maybe even running between the ends. But I think that we haven't been able to get outside like I think you hoped maybe at the beginning of the season. We might see more of that tonight.
Yeah, last week, you know, you watch film and it looked set up to get outside, and we didn't execute very well. Breaking it down on film, there were a lot of just small errors by some different people that added up. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, you rarely saw a one guy total breakdown. It was just little things here and there. And so we've refocused on our running game this week, just to make sure everybody, here's your specific assignment. Not just, okay, here's where you go, here's what you do. We got very specific this week. So we've got to be able to, you know, we can't just run inside all the time. We've got to have an inside-outside game. We've got to pass the ball more effectively when we want to. Okay. So last week we got put in some poor situations early on.
How's your guys' health?
Health is good. I don't think anybody's really ailing or anything like that. You know, bumps and bruises after last week's game, but I think everybody's ready to go tonight.
Hook, what do you got to do to win?
Well, we've been preaching, let's get very physical with these people at the start of the game. They're coming in on a 2-game winning streak. We have no winning streak right now. You don't want a team like that to capitalize on what momentum they have. So we're going to try to come out right away and smack them in the mouth, deflate them a little bit, and that's going to come from right at the line of scrimmage, whether we're on offense or defense there at the first part of the game. We've got to control that right at the start. We've got to, you know, right at the start. We can't wait around. Last week we got off to a slow start, and we don't want to do that. We've been fortunate. We've scored on the first series, I think, every game but one this year. We got to get back to that. Gives you a little bit of a mental edge.
Hook, the C-team game last night?
C-team game was a great game. Valley got up. It was not a fast-paced game, but they got a 14-0 Rochester. We scored, made it 14-8, and had the ball. We took over on about, I think, around the 35, and plenty of time on the clock. And I'm thinking, boy, but the drive stalled on a fourth down play, and so the final score was 14-8. Hard-fought football game last night, physical football game. So, you know, whether that's a precursor to tonight's game, I don't know.
You know it will be.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Hook, thanks for your time. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Zebra head coach Brian Hooker back with more of the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance pregame show after this on 92.1 WROI.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you kindly stand and remove your hats as a Rochester Manitowoc choir, under the direction of Dr. Parker Terry, honors our country and our flag with the singing of our national anthem.
We had a meeting, and I told them flat out, this isn't going to be the way it has been in the last 2 years. We're going back to hard-nosed football, and getting in shape, and the weight room's our number one focus. And so those things, setting them out, it might have scared a few of them off because they were used to maybe not as aggressive coach, But I think the ones that stayed, they loved it, right? And they're getting it back into that culture that we used to have, It's going to take us a while.
Oh, sure.
But in the long run, I think we'll get back to where we need to be.
Mo, how long did it take for these kids to buy in? And then how much did you have to fight to keep them bought in after the first 2 weeks?
That's about right. 2 weeks. It took us 2 weeks to kind of find ourselves as a team. Going up against CMA and Bremen is, phenomenal. And CMA, I don't think they might have one loss or none, and they won 61-0 last week. They're an established program, and they've been the coaches, Leeper and Barron has been there for a while. Not Barron, but they've been there for a while, and they've got their system in place, and that's kind of what we need to do, And with these kids coming in and finally getting adjusted to our offense, I think we kind of found ourselves here these last 4 weeks.
That's the neat thing. They want consistent coaching. They need somebody that's going to be in here for the long haul. And the neat thing about UMO is you've got kids that haven't made high school yet, and they're still coming. You're going to have a long time on the sideline.
And, that's, my wife and I had discussed it. Once Charlie was born, my youngest son, I took some time off from coaching. I took about 4 years off there. And then once it came open again, we talked about it, and she's like, it's time to make.
Talk about the next 5 minutes after you score. Stone's taking a chance. The keeper's out. Look at this. Stone scores it from midfield.
Quick pitch to Deshaun Heckman, definitely being a major runner for the Vikings, and he's just going to show that speed. He's got one man to beat, and that'll be a great touchdown for the Viking.
For South Adams, and that is the game point. Serve goes out of bounds for Neal.
Heading into the second, most definitely. Eli for 3. He gets it.
Hand off to KCO. KCO gets in. It is touchdown.
Up with it. She's going to try a 3, and she'll get that.
They came in and stole the zebra out of the glass case and replaced it with a tiger. And a bunch of bones and some blood in there to kind of make it like
Better run through on the ball. Yes. And there's a goal, and she wasn't ready. And Dunlap's smart and takes time and takes it quick. Blocked.
Good defense
Stolen by
by
Courtney
Dunlap.
Morgan tipped it. Courtney steals it. She's got a 1v1. She goes after it, puts it up, and it's good.
Elbow, not a rough. Rough against the 2-3 zone to Malco. 3 left baseline for the Lady Zebras is good, and Rochester up 23-21.
Mullen sets for the 2-2 pitch. And that's a fly ball into center field, going back.
The ball gets it up and over to Rowe. Rowe just puts it in for an easy 2.
Our special presentation is from the team at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick right here in Rochester. Please welcome Amanda Graver, Jim Burdett, Amanda Severs, Isaiah Smith, and Austin Shepherd. Shepherd's, in conjunction with the Booster Club and Athletic Department, raised $7,100 for RHS sports this year through the Buick Drive for Your Students event. This totals $17,200 raised in just 2 years. Thanks for everyone who helped on the day and everyone who required for a test drive. What a great result. Thank you, Shepherd Chevrolet Buick.
About 16 miles an hour and 65 degrees, but it feels like 62. So it's going to be perfect weather tonight for Rochester football.
This is what you want for football. Yeah, absolutely.
Brad, do you have tonight's starters?
Yep, for the Tippecanoe Valley defense. Starting at one defensive tackle, a junior, Hosea Rivera. Starting at the other defensive tackle, a sophomore, Harry Johnston. Starting at one defensive end, a junior, Alex Morrison. At the other defensive end, a senior, Austin Vinning. The inside linebackers, 6'5", 230-pound senior, Bryce Webster. The other linebacker is a junior, Jalen Shepard. outside linebacker, a junior, Wes Melanson. Another outside linebacker, a senior, Isaac Randall. The safety is a sophomore, Jalen Potter, and your cornerbacks is sophomore, Tanner Trapedi, and a junior, Noah Miller. For Rochester's offense, the center, junior Zach Graham. The guards, a 6'3", 314-pound senior, Brandon Sutton, and a 6', 182-pound junior, Zane Gilbreth. The tackles, a senior, Ian Miller, and a junior, Tyler Walker. The ends for Rochester are juniors, Jerry Plummer and Wilson Dalton. Your wingbacks, the speedy junior, Taylor Johnson, and the ever speedy senior, Corbin Wood. The fullback, a sophomore, Bryce Abbott. And your quarterback is a junior, Brady Perez.
I'm going to say a fantastic crowd right now, but it's going to get bigger. As I look to my right, which is to the east, there's still a line of traffic looking to get into the school of park to get ready for this one.
Yeah, you're right. That traffic on 15th Street's been backed up ever since we got here at 5:30.
This is what this rivalry used to be, and it's exciting to see it coming back.
It's kind of an old school feel to this ball game tonight. Is both teams, Tippecanoe Valley riding the confidence of their last 2 wins, and Rochester having a really good start to their season. And we've got a flag on the field, and we haven't even done anything yet.
What was that all about?
I don't know. But they've already thrown a flag, and I'm guessing against Rochester since the entire Valley bench is clapping.
Yeah, I think that's right. I have never seen that before. So Rochester ran out of the locker room, ran through the tunnel.
We haven't even had the coin toss yet.
At the 50-yard line, and as the group comes off the field, and before the captains come back, the head official throws a flag. So now it's going to be interesting to see
what the call is.
That's going to be, I'm to guess that's going to be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike.
That's all I can assume so as well. Like I said, the entire Valley crowd was applauding the flag, so it was almost as if somebody was tipped off before the game and said, hey, watch for this, and Rochester did something and they threw the flag. I can't imagine 20 years I've never seen it.
I have never seen that either. Rochester won the toss and has elected to receive. It'll be interesting to see now where Tippecanoe Valley kicks this ball from. Obviously,
Rochester's 45.
Yeah. Kicking into the wind, I'm guessing Rochester will be, or Valley will be.
Well, I would definitely put your hands team out there, because if that's the case, you're going to be,
Why not?
You've got to be looking for an onside kick. I don't know. There was no explanation.
Delay.
Oh, delay on Rochester.
Delay a game on Rochester. Are you kidding me?
That's the first I've ever seen that.
I have never seen that.
Me neither.
So Rochester, before the
I don't know whether they didn't come out of the locker room in time. Is that the case? Did the clock run out?
There were still 3 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
Or 2 minutes or whatever.
I'm just throwing things against the wall to see what we can, a reason for it. I've never seen it in 20 years of calling ball games.
The officials have already made their presence known.
Apparently, it's going to be
we have paid our entry fee to watch the officials.
Now, you remember week 1 where Rochester got 3 motion penalties in the first 3 plays of the game because we send a man in motion every play. I wonder if Coach Hooker has taken the opportunity to explain to them our offense. Now, I get everybody always complains about the officials. There's not a sporting event that ever takes place that the officials don't catch crap for.
Yep.
But I'm always of the mind, hey, everybody has to play with the officials on the field just like you have to play with the wind blowing and the rain falling and the sun shining. So we already know before this game kicks off that we're going to have to deal with some difficulties in this football game.
So we have a delay a game penalty against the Zebras. The normal kickoff line is
the 35.
The 35, you're right.
So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
So we're going to kick from the 40. Valley's going to basically kick into the wind.
Yeah.
And so the first penalty.
Now he's going to mark it off.
Well, I thought it was the 40 because there's the X.
Okay,
so now we're going to kick.
Yeah.
So Valley's going to kick from their 45-yard line, which will push our return team of Tyler Johnson and Corbin Wood back to inside the 10.
Yep. But both of those, Johnson and Wood, the capability of returning a kick at any time, and it doesn't matter where they catch the football.
Jose Riviera will kick for the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. The big 6'2", 290-pound junior for the Vikings. And here we go, low line drive kick. Takes a hop, and looks like Matt Lease picks it up at the 20, goes ahead to the 30, and that's where the Rochester Zebras will start this drive. Not too bad. Valley could have really put a pressure on the Rochester Zebras there with a good kick. It was a low line drive.
Yeah.
Matt Lease, the up man, was ready for his the hands to get ready to pick that one up and go, and he returned it to the 30 after a 10-yard gain. So Rochester 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Ball on the far hash, and here comes Brady Perez, the junior quarterback for the Rochester Zebras.
Rochester's going to have to take a deep breath in this huddle and collect themselves both mentally and physically. You know, Valley on defense to start the game, they're going to be fired up. They're going to let those emotions go.
Taylor Johnson, the right wing back. Corbin Wood, the left wing back. Bryce Abbott, your fullback. Perez under center. And there was going to false start on the Zebras. I believe the center jumped for Rochester, and that's going to back them up 5. So that's 2 penalties worth 10 yards before basically the clock even starts.
You're right.
So your right tight end is Wilson Dalton. The left tight end is Jerry Plummer. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. 1st and 15 now for the Zebras, back at their 25-yard line. You'd think here the Zebras are on the road. So Brady Perez under center. Sets the group with 15 on the play clock, takes the snap, gives off to Abbott, I believe, and Abbott gets back to the line of scrimmage. The original line, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. After a 5-yard, make that 2nd down and 11 after a 4-yard gain for Bryce Abbott and the Rochester Zebras. Ball at the 29-yard line. Isaiah Jackson brings the...
Is that an omen?
I hope not, as the buzzards fly overhead.
We got Death Valley football on the fence across the way and buzzards flying overhead.
Isaiah Jackson will take his spot at the right wing back. Corbin Wood also back there, and Bryce Abbott. 2nd down and 11 for the Zebras with 9 on the play clock. Brady Perez under center with 7. Wood comes in motion to the near side. He gets a pitch coming to the near side. He's got blockers in front. Slips one tackler up the near sideline and takes it across the 35 to the 36-yard line, which will bring up about 3rd down and 5 for the Rochester Zebras.
Corbin Wood not about a yard away from breaking into clear green grass. Bryce Abbott out in front trying to throw a block.
Beg your pardon, give it 3rd and 4. Ball spotted at the Rochester 36-yard line on the near hash, which is the Rochester sideline. Johnson, Abbott, and Wood left to right in the backfield behind Brady Perez on 3rd and 4. Rochester going with the wind. Johnson going to motion left. He gets the carry. Cuts it right about the middle. Johnson lowers his head and falls ahead to the Rochester 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Zebras.
Nice job by Tyler Johnson again, taking that pitch and coming right back up the middle of the field, and he had a big hole at the line of scrimmage. Great job by the middle of Rochester's offensive line. Zach Graham and Zane Gilbreth doing a good job of opening that hole.
1st and 10 for the Zebras at their own 44. Ball in the near hash, which is the Rochester sideline. Rochester breaks the huddle with 18 on the play clock. Jackson in the right tailback position again, the wing back, I should say. Now Brady Perez under center with 9. John Wood comes in motion to the near side. He gets the pitch, grabs it at his ankles, goes up the field, and maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Good job by Corbin Wood, which that would have been disastrous. He reaches down below his knee, traps the pitched ball between his knee and his leg, and was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
He was still holding that ball against his calf, I think, when Valley made contact with him. He was able to get a hold of it with his hand and spin away, but like you said, just lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 for the Zebras, just shy of their own 45-yard line. Now ball in the middle of the field with 14 on the play clock. Johnson goes in motion left. He gets the pitch with blockers in front, looking for the edge. Turns the corner, and Valley grabs him from behind and brings him down to the line of scrimmage. Maybe 1. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Z's at their own 45.
All right, now in the last 2 or 3 plays, Tippecanoe Valley's defensive line really flexing their muscle.
We saw Rochester opened up a huge hole on 3rd down last time to give Johnson an opportunity to get that 1st down carry. Right now on this set of downs, Tippecanoe Valley is winning the war up front. 3rd and 9 for the Zebras at their own 45. Brady Perez under center, ball in the far hash. Again, Rochester going with the wind right now. Back to passes Perez. Rolls on the near side. Here comes some pressure. Stops. Let's go. And it's going to be picked off. Picked off by Miller and the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. He's brought down by Wilson Dalton. And the Vikings will take over at their own 42-yard line. 1st and 10 after the interception by Miller.
And Miller saw that coming all the way as Perez was staring down his receiver, Jackson, and Miller running in front of the offensive receiver.
When you run to the near side, that shortens the field.
Yes, absolutely.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 42. Ball in the near hash, which is the Rochester sideline. Tanner Trapedi, a 5'8 sophomore, brings the club to the line of scrimmage. He'll send 2 receivers wide to the right side. Trapedi in the pistol formation. Trapedi takes the snap on the option. He'll run it himself. He runs away from the defense. Still running to the far sideline, cuts it up the Valley sideline, and is cut down right around the 45-yard line. They're going to be giving the 46. Pickup of about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 on a designed quarterback run from this word go.
Yeah, he had Rochester defender chasing him the entire way as Zach Graham was chasing him, but he never could catch up with the speedy Trapedi.
So the Vikings in the huddle. They have 2nd down and 6 from their own 46-yard line. Trapedi in the pistol. To his left is Melanson. 4 receivers, 2 to the near, 2 to the far. On 2nd and 4, here's the snap. He's going to pass. Trapedi looks to the near side. It is complete out here to the near side to Randall.
And we got a tackle by the head.
Is run out of bounds at the Rochester 45, and I believe there's going to be a face mask on top of that.
Well, he wrapped him around the helmet and pulled him down head first. So either way, it's going to be a penalty.
1st down for the Vikings. And after the penalty, going to walk the ball inside the Rochester 45-yard line to the 41, a 5-yard variety. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Rochester 41. Ball on the left hash. Going into the sun. That is setting quickly. 8:25 to play in the first quarter. No score here at Tippecanoe Valley. The Vikings 1st and 10 to the Rochester 41. Trapedi in the pistol formation. I-backs behind him. Here's the snap. Gives off to the running back going to the right side.
Another flag all the way from the back judge. He threw that thing about 30 yards.
Alex Morrison ran a long way for no yards. And like Brad said, there is a penalty on the field. Who's that going to be against?
That was the back judge behind Rochester, and he threw that thing a good 35 yards trying to get it to the point of the penalty.
Be a block in the back against the Vikings. So that'll back up Tippecanoe Valley. From the 42 back to the 48. So this should bring up, 1st down and about 21. 1st and 21 back at the Valley 48, ball on the far hash. 8:02 to play in the first quarter, no score. The Vikings have it after the penalty on their own 48. Miller comes wide to the near side, as does Potter. In the pistol formation is Trapedi, and Valley jumps off sides. So that's going to be a false start on the Vikings. That'll bring up 1st and 26.
And we talked about the penalties that hurt you. Rochester's penalties weren't too necessarily damaging, but these last 2 penalties on Tippecanoe Valley has been really costly.
Now the ball is inside the Valley 45, back to the 43. 1st and 26 for the Vikings, back at their own 43-yard line. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. 7:40 to play in the first quarter, no score here at Barnhart Field. Trapedi brings the club to the line of scrimmage with 10 on the play clock. He's going to be under center now. The I-backs behind him. Melanson, I believe, dots the I. Trapedi under center. Fakes the pitch. Rolls back to pass. Throws to the near side. It is going to be incomplete over the intended receiver's head. That's tight end Jalen Shepard, a 6'3" junior for the Vikings. And now we're going to have a flag in the play.
Late flag against Tippecanoe Valley.
And right now, Brady Perez, who is in coverage, is clapping, and Shepard is pleading his case, so that's going to be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike. It's going to back him up 15 yards further back.
Yep. Something got said. The official standing about 5 feet away from him.
So it's going to be first still. See, 15 plus 26. Is that about 41?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
So now ball back at the 28-yard line after the 15-yard unsportsmanlike on the Vikings.
So
it'll bring up 4th down at about 41.
The penalties have cost them more yardage than what they gained in the previous 4 plays.
I don't know if I've ever seen 1st down and 41. Still first. No, you're right. The 2nd down and 41 because that happened after the play. Yep.
Yeah. So
2nd down and 41 for the Vikings. And they'll send 4 receivers out, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Out of the shotgun is Trapiti. Melanson to his left. Trapiti takes a snap, rolls to the near side. Here comes some pressure, and it's tipped to the line of scrimmage, and it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 41.
Great job on the Rochester defense. They were trying to run a screen, Tippecanoe Valley was. Rochester's defense, with their hands up, was able to tip the ball away from Trapiti. Trapiti's only 5'10", and when he's trying to throw over a 6'3" Sutton, that didn't work out so well.
So it'll be 3rd down and a mile. I'm saying 41. 7:18 to play in the first quarter. The Vikings look at 3rd down and 41 back at their own 28-yard line. Trapiti in the shotgun formation. Melanson to his left. 3 receivers to the near side. Trapiti rolls on the near side. Here comes some pressure. Steps it up. Throws. It is complete to Miller. And Miller runs out of bounds at his own 42-yard line.
12-yard gain, but not enough to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 12 yards brings up, 4th down and about 29. And the Vikings will punt the ball away. Corbin Wood will go back deep. 7:11 to play in the first quarter. And the Vikings will kick
Corbin
from
Wood
about their 30. Yep.
Back for Rochester inside about the 25-yard line.
Here comes some pressure. The kick just does get away, and the wind holds it up a little bit. Wood takes it on the run up the Tippecanoe Valley sideline, cuts it back inside, and that's about it. And then he drops the football.
And we got a flag.
And then we got a flag. The Vikings pick it up, and they're going to whistle it dead before the ball comes out. What in the world is going on? So Corbin Wood returns it to his 43-yard line. On the play, there is going to be a block in the back, whistled against the Zebras. So we're going to back it up 10 yards and start at about the 40, make that the 33-yard line.
Rochester's already
got.
got
No, it's going to be further back than that.
25 yards worth of penalties for Rochester already.
Inside to the 30 at about, what is that, 28?
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Zebras.
Rochester really thought they could get that block. They were sending everybody but
Oh, yeah.
everybody but the kitchen sink.
1st and 10 for the Zebras at their own 28. Just under 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. And it has been a flag fest. I just got a text. We've had 8 flags already.
Yeah. Like I said, Rochester's already had 25 yards worth of penalties.
8 minutes into the game.
Yep.
Now we're going to reset the play clock.
Valley's had 40 yards worth of penalties already.
So 1st and 10 for the Z's at their own 28. Ball in the far hash, which is the Tippecanoe Valley sideline. Brady Perez ready. The officials now give the green light. Here we go. Johnson, Wood, and Abbott in the backfield. Wood comes in motion to the near side. Gives the pitch to Corbin Wood, does Brady Perez. Not a lot there. The mark on the far side is maybe a yard. Coach Schreiber on that far sideline trying to get the fans into it. Give Corbin Wood a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Rochester still has not yet attempted anything on the corners.
Isaiah Jackson brings a play in from the sideline. 6.5 minutes to play, first quarter, no score here at Barnhart Field. Battle for the Bell 2017. Brady Perez under center with 10 on the play clock. On 2nd down and 9, Jackson goes in motion left. He gets the pitch going left. Slips down in the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage. Lose, 2 maybe? It'll be 3rd and 11 now for the Zebras. Six minutes to play in the first quarter. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. 3rd and 11 now for the Rochester Zebras. Ball back at their 27. Johnson, Wood, and Abbott in the backfield. Plummer, Walt Dalton and your tight ends. Fakes the pitch going left. Throws it left. It is complete to Wilson Dalton. Dalton down the Valley sideline. Down Valley at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Zebras. Wilson Dalton walks into the end zone. The Zebras strike first.
Great job by Wilson Dalton. He breaks free across the middle. Brady Perez throws that football off his back foot as he's being tackled. And great throw by Perez, gets it to Dalton, hits him mid-stride, and Dalton goes untouched all the way to the end zone.
73-yard touchdown pass from Brady Perez to Wilson Dalton, and the Zebras are on the board first.
And the Zebras with the big play. Tippecanoe Valley's been plagued by the big plays all year, and Rochester gets one.
So Zane Duff on to kick. Drew Saylor's the holder. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away, and it is good. 7-0 Rochester. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
And pushes the pile ahead to about the 35-yard line. The return man there for the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings was Jalen Potter, and he returns it about 15 yards, and that's where the Vikings will start this drive at their own 35 on the near hash.
Yeah, the Vikings had 30 yards worth of penalties on their last possession, was completely wiped out. 3 or 4 really good plays that they had. They started to move the ball on that possession and was starting to get things rolling, and boom, the penalties really backed them up.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Trapiti in the backfield. He'll be in the pistol formation with Melanson to his right. He'll send 3 receivers to the right side, which is the wide side of the field. Trapiti ready on 1st and 10 from his 35. Here's the pitch. Rolls to the right side. He's going to throw. Valley gets away with a hold. He throws it up, and it is complete out there on the far side. A great job by Alex Morrison, who kept his eye on the ball as the ball had to skim the finger of Isaiah Jackson on that far side, and he brought it in for a big first down reception to take it out to midfield. But in the meantime, Rochester's Tyler Walker was held in the backfield and no call. As many flags as these cats have thrown already tonight, they missed one there.
Let a couple go, haven't they?
1st and 10 for the Vikings at midfield. Ball on the far hash, the Tippecanoe Valley sideline.
Good
nice touch by the sophomore Trapiti.
And a good catch by Morrison. He caught that 2 hands above his head, and he just held it there as he hit the ground on his back. So good
high
job.
backs formation for Trapiti. Here's the snap on the option. He'll take it. Now flips it out to Morrison. Morrison's hit right at the line of scrimmage by Wilson Dalton, by Corbin Wood, and by Graham. Zach Graham. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 after no gain. Little option there by the Vikings.
Yeah. Rochester's defense has done pretty well against the run. It's that it's the pass in the flats that's have caused them trouble.
Under 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Rochester leads 7-0. The Vikings 2nd and 10 at midfield. Randall comes wide to the near side. Pistol formation, power left for the Vikings. High snap.
Oh, a little bobble on the exchange.
The handoff goes to Morrison, who crosses into Rochester territory to the 48. He's going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and about 8 for the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. Now at the Rochester 48.
Dalton on the stop for Rochester.
High snap, Trapiti. All 5'10 of him reached up above his helmet to grab that one, and that just about threw off the timing.
Yeah, it did. I don't remember who was the ball carrier.
Morrison?
Yeah. Yeah, he did a good job just getting his hands on the football and trying to keep a hold of it.
Trips to the near side, the short side of the field for Tippecanoe Valley. Out of the shotgun formation is Trapiti. Rolls to the right. He's going to throw. Here comes some pressure. He's still looking to throw. Throws it down the middle of the field. It is complete to the tight end, Shepard. Shepard did a great job holding on to that ball as he was hit hard by Brady Perez. That's going to be a first down for the Vikings.
Yeah, Shepard did do a good job. He was hit just as he caught the football, and he had both hands clamped on it pretty good.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Rochester 33-yard line. 3:15 to play in the first quarter. Again, the Zebras are up 7-0. Shepard will go to the right side, tight right. Randall will be split left. I-backs for Trapedi. Morrison is your tail. 1st and 10. On the option, gives to the fullback, and I believe that's Melanson off the right side. And Melanson gets to about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 3 and then 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings. Winamac leads West Central with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, 15-0.
Culver leads Caston 7-0. 95-yard interception return.
A pick 6 for Culver, and they're up 6-0.
7.
2nd down and 7 for the Vikings. At the Rochester 30-yard line. Out of the pistol is Trapedi. Takes a snap on the option. He runs to the left side. It's a quarterback keeper looking to cut it back inside, and Rochester's going to bring him down to the 35.
Corbin Wood and Matt Lease there on the stop for Rochester. Wood really stopped Trapedi in his tracks.
Loses another yard at the 36. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 now for the Vikings back at the Rochester 36-yard line near hash. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Rochester up 7-0. 3rd and 13 for the Vikings, who are still in the huddle. They break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. We'll send Randall and Morrison wide to the right side. Gaff also wide to the right. Out of the pistol is Trapedi. Trapedi rolls to the right, throws it to the far sideline. It is complete to Randall. It's not going to be a first down, but it is going to be 4th down and about 3 on that Tippecanoe Valley sideline as he takes it out to about the 26-yard line.
That's where all of Tippecanoe Valley's success has come so far in this football game, is throwing the ball to the flats.
4th down and 4 for the Vikings. Ball spotted at the 27 of the Rochester Zebras. And the Vikings will go for it. 4th and 4 for Tippecanoe Valley. I-backs for Trapedi.
Another little rollout pass to this right side of the field.
Morrison is your tailback. Trapedi under center with 7 on the play clock. Looking to draw Rochester off sides, and he's going to take a timeout. We'll take a 30. You're listening to High School Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Farming is a way of life for many of our Hoosier families. Protect all of your farming assets with coverage from Evans Agency in Rochester. They offer farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your coverage needs. Judy Evans and her staff have been serving the insurance needs of this community for over a decade. Let Judy help you protect your farm, your life, your business, and all of your possessions. Evans Agency, online at evansagencyrochester.com.
Every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon.
It's not too late to order Red Zone from RTC. All of the big plays in one location. What are you waiting for? Call RTC today and order Red Zone.
He's been really accurate, and his receivers have been really good at catching the football.
He's got 4 receivers. Trapedi on 4th and 4. Looking to throw it. He's hit as he throws. It is complete.
It's going to be a first down.
And it's going to be a first down after a 6-yard pitch and catch to Gaff. And Gaff takes it to the Rochester 21-yard line. 1st and 10. How about that? The young man Trapedi stays in there, and knowing he was going to get hit as he threw, he did so and completed it perfectly to Gaff.
Yeah, and again, Gaff making a very good catch in traffic amongst the defense. So
into the first quarter, the Southwood Knights lead Peru 7-0. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Morrison dots the I. He gets the pitch going right. Morrison hit at the line of scrimmage, and his momentum carries him forward inside the 20, maybe to the 19. So a pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 with a minute to play in the first quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Vikings at the Rochester 19.
And Rochester's defense has been out on the field for most of this first quarter. Valley's offense has done a pretty good job at chewing up the clock. And if you want to keep Rochester out of the end zone, you keep their defense on the field.
That's right.
That's exactly what they've done.
Rochester defensively looking at 2nd and 9. The Vikings break the huddle with 9 on the play clock. Tripedi will be out of the pistol. Melanson to his right. Behind him is Morrison. Pass over the middle. It is thrown behind Shepard, the tight end. Incomplete. He again, Brad, was wide open.
He was, and that's the first incomplete pass from Tripedi in his last 6. He's now he is 6 of 9 throwing the
3rd
football.
and 8 for the Vikings at the Rochester 19-yard line. Clock is stopped with 28.8 to play in the first quarter. The Vikings in the red zone. They break the huddle with 17 on the play clock. They'll send Randall wide to the right side. They'll send Shepard and Gaff wide to the near side.
You got to know 3rd and long. They're going to be looking for that tall receiver here on the left side.
Morrison comes in motion to the near side. Rolls on the near side. Does a Tripedi. Rolls away from Dalton. Now tucks and runs. He's got a first down, I believe, as he's up the near sideline looking for the end zone. Tiptoes the sideline, but runs out of the end zone, or runs out of bounds. But not until he gets inside the Rochester 5 to the 4. First and goal for the Vikings at the 4.
Brady Perez with the hit that knocked him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
He slips the grip of Wilson Dalton in the backfield and then takes it upfield to the 4-yard line, picking up 15 in the progress.
Yeah. So again, good job on Tippecanoe Valley. It was blocked well. Tripedi looked deep, and then when he saw the defense, when he saw all the backs of the defense, he just tucked it and took off.
20 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Vikings first and goal from the Rochester 4. Morrison dots the I behind the fullback. Morrison gets the pitch going to the right. He's got some blockers. Stops, cuts back to the middle, now goes back to the right, looking for the end zone. Touchdown Vikings. Alex Morrison carries it in from 4 yards, and it's 7-6.
Well, good job by Morrison. He was patient. He looked like at first he was going to run for the corner flag, but when the defense got out in front of him, he was able to hold up enough to let his blockers clear a path, and he just put his head down and bowled through the last 3 yards.
The extra point coming for Tippecanoe Valley. Snap is back, hold is down, and the kicker just does get it away, and it is good. We're tied at 7 at Rochester High School. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The Fulton County Blacktop Cruisers Car Club invites you to the 2017 Red Hot Car, Truck, and Cycle Show, October 14th in downtown Rochester. For more information about the show or the club, visit them online at FultonCountyBlacktopCruisers.com. Craig Welding and Manufacturing specializes in making your fabrication needs a success. Designing, manufacturing, welding, and more. Online at CraigWelding.com. Proud supporter of the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. The lawyers and staff of Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice data and video connectivity for the 21st century.
They slide up to the 20-yard line. Low end over end kick. Johnson picks it up at the 10-yard line. Johnson to the 20, the 25, the 30. Up the middle to 35. And is brought down at about the 36-yard line with 7 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Another good return by Johnson. He was just one block away from finding an open seam to break through that line of Tippecanoe Valley.
First and 10 for the Zebras at their own 36. We're tied at 7 as the first quarter coming to an end. I have one play before we end it here, unless we have a defensive penalty. Wood, Johnson, and Abbott in the backfield. Dalton, your tight end to the right. Plummer, tight end to the left. And now Wood goes wide to the left side, as does Johnson wide to the near side. Brady Perez under center. Johnson goes in motion to the left. Bryce Abbott gets the carry and carries it about the 38, pick up a 2, and that'll do it for the first quarter. After 1, we're tied at 7 at Rochester High School. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Join the Fulton County Chamber of Commerce and the Fulton County Blacktop Cruisers for the 26th annual Chili Cook-Off and Red Hot Car Show. This year with more chili teams and cars than ever before. Hundreds of vehicles, dozens of chili recipes, and a 5K charity run to benefit the United Way of Fulton County. It all starts Saturday, October 14th at 8 a.m. with chili served from 11 a.m. until it's gone. Join us for the 2017 Chili Cook-Off and Red Hot Car Show.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
Going to the second quarter, we're tied at 7. Rochester on that last play of the first quarter. Bryce Abbott picked up 2 yards, so we're going to start here. Second down and 8 for the Rochester Zebras at their own 38-yard line. Ball in the far hash, which is now the the Tippecanoe Valley sideline.
That was a play we hadn't seen all year. We had 2 wides, and they both blocked down, and Abbott tried to get outside.
Couldn't.
Nope.
For second and 8 for Brady Perez. Wood goes in motion right. Brady Perez, the keeper, at the 45. Slits a tackle at the 40, I should say, at the 45. Falls across the 45, near the 47, and that's going to be close to a Zebra first down. He got to the 46. They're going to have to measure that.
Yep.
They are not going to give the Zebra. How do you eye that? That is close.
Wow. They're called half a yard short.
The nose of the football is not on the 46. It's going to be third and literally an inch for the Rochester Zebras. Brady Perez under center. Johnson, Abbott, Wood in the backfield. Brady Perez sends Johnson in motion to the near side. Gives to Corbin Wood. Wood falls ahead. Might have gotten to the first down on second effort. That's going to be really close to the Zebra first down. And there it is. Corbin Wood just got enough. I'm not sure he got a yard, but he just got enough for a first down.
Well, it's going to go as a yard in the book.
It's got to, right?
Yep.
First and 10 for the Z's at the 46-yard line, their own 46. 30 seconds gone in the second quarter. We're tied at 7 here at Rochester High School. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. The week that was coming up at halftime. Also, Rochester New Girls head coach Lisa Pfluger coming up at the break.
That ought to be a good interview.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Her first time
Yep.
talking with you.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be the hot seat. First and 10, Jackson comes in motion to the near side. He gets the pitch. Nice kick out block by Bryce Abbott. Jackson takes the ball to the 49. He'll pick up of about 3. It'll be second down and 7 for the Zebras. Good kick out block there by Bryce Abbott. That freed Jackson for another couple of yards.
Yeah.
7-7. 11 minutes to play in the first half. Rochester still on their side of the 50 at the 49-yard line.
Rochester's offense really needs to put a pretty good long drive together here, not only for their own confidence, but to give their defense a break.
I agree. Second and 7, ball loose, picked up, given to Bryce Abbott. I'm not sure how the Zebras made yards out of that, but
that's like the old Statue of Liberty play. You just leave the ball lay on the ground.
That's exactly what happened. I think it came out of the hands of Brady Perez, fell straight down and stopped. Brady Perez picked it up, gave it to Abbott, and Abbott picked up about 5 yards, which brings up now third and about 3.
Saw too much of that last week.
Oh, boy.
We've seen it a couple of times already tonight.
We did it so much last week, it was bouncing off of Northfield players and back into our hands.
Right.
Third and 3 for the Zebras at the Tippecanoe Valley 47. Wood goes in motion to the right side. The pitch goes to Abbott. Bryce looking for the edge, cuts it back inside. He's got a first down and a flag at the play.
Flag at the end of the play.
Bryce Abbott had enough for a Zebra first down, and we're going to have a hold on the Rochester Zebras. So that was right at the line to gain, so that's going to bring up third down and about 10. That's going to back him up from there. Third and 10 now for Rochester, back at their own 46. 9:52 to play in the first half. Again, we're tied at 7. Taylor Johnson brings the play in from the sideline.
Brady Perez is 1 of 2 for a touchdown. He's got an interception and a 73-yard touchdown pass.
I would imagine you'll see that here.
Yep.
12 on the play clock.
Hopefully it's the latter, not the former.
Wood comes in motion to the near side. He's a wide out now to the near side. Back to passes Brady Perez. Here comes some pressure. Brady steps up, middle of the field. Wilson Dalton off his fingertips, incomplete.
Led him just a little bit too much, but he was under pressure, Perez, again, and able to get that off just as he's getting tackled.
I think Wilson Dalton had a little space.
Yeah,
but
he had about a step on the defender, but he needed about 3 to catch that football.
Yeah, it had been a perfect throw to complete that. So on comes the punting unit. Brady Perez will slide inside his 35-yard line to kick this one away. Miller back deep for the Vikings. He slides in inside his 25 to about the 20-yard line. Snap goes to Brady Perez, no pressure. Gets it away. Wow.
Great punt.
Nice kick into the wind. Miller drives back, rising back inside the 10, and he's going to be brought down to the 5. Great job by Wilson Dalton. A solo tackle at the 5-yard line.
Dalton with his head up, watching the football come down, and made a great one-on-one tackle against Miller, and a fantastic punt by Brady Perez. A 45-yard punt.
They're going to say inside the 10, I beg your pardon, at the 9. Still, fantastic effort for Wilson Dalton. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 9.
Now see if the Rochester defense can hold tough down here and win the game of field position. They've done well against the run. It's those little passes out into the corner of on the sidelines that's really hurt them.
9:20 to play in the first half. Torpedo will be under center. I-backs behind him. From his own 9, Torpedo right up the middle, and he is hit hard by Sutton and others. Might have gotten to the 10. Give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Gilbreth and Sutton on the stop for Rochester. Nobody was fooled on that one.
Second down and 9 for the Vikings. Under 9 minutes to play in the first half. Ball spotted at about the 10-yard line. Boy. Valley taking a lot of time here. They just do now break the huddle with 10 on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry. Torpedo ready. Sends twins to the near side. We're down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. Just gets it off. Gives to Morrison, I believe. Parker, that is. And Parker takes it to about the 19-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. It was Cam Parker. Picks up 8. It'll be 2nd and 1. I'll make that 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. With 8:15 to play. Nope. Give him 9. It'll be enough for a first down.
Holy cow.
That was close to the line to gain, and that cat just looks across the way and said, yep, first down. No measurement. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 19. Torpedo to Parker again off the left side. Parker carries it across the 20, near the 22. Pick up a 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. We're tied at 7 with 7:45 to play in the first half here at Rochester High School. Valley will send 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Ball in the middle of the field out of the pistol formation is Torpedo with Parker to his right. Here's a snap. Torpedo rolls on the near side, looking to throw. It's picked off by Jackson. Jackson then returns it to the 24. It was like Jackson was the intended receiver. Shepard was the receiver.
Threw it right to him.
But Jackson had great position and put it right on the 7, did Torpedo.
Nice job by Jackson. He had inside position, and when the receiver turned, so did he, and the ball was right there in his hands.
1st and 10 for the Zebras at the 25-yard line of the Vikings.
This is a big turnover for Rochester if they can capitalize on this.
7:19 to play in the first half. We're tied at 7. Ball in the near hash, which is the Rochester sideline. Wood, Abbott, and Johnson in the backfield. Now Wood goes wide left, Johnson goes wide right. Brady Perez under center. Abbott's a lone back. Brady under center. Gives to Abbott right up the middle. Bryce Abbott barrels ahead across the 20, down to the 19-yard line. A 6-yard run for Bryce Abbott will bring up 2nd down and 4. Once he starts running downhill, he is really hard to tackle.
He is a tough load, is Abbott, and when you're talking 5'11", 229 pounds.
Yeah. 2nd and 4 for the Zebras. 2 wide out, 1 to each side. Perez under center. Brady to Abbott again off the right side. Bryce Abbott stood up at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, maybe.
Yeah, Tippecanoe Valley got a hold. They got a hold of that one leg, and that was all the farther he was going to go.
It'll be 3rd and 4 after no yards, after nothing on the pickup. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Melanson with the tackle. Clock rolls, 6:20 to play in the first half. Oh, hey, we're throwing zebra cakes.
Oh, cool. I thought they were sunglasses or something.
I wonder if they can.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, bring one right in the window.
Right in the window.
3rd and 4 for the Zebras at the 19 of the Vikings. Wood goes in motion right. He gets the pitch. And there's nothing there. Vikings won the war at the line of scrimmage and might have put him backward a yard.
We're going to see
bring
Zane,
up. You should.
We should see Zane Duff come in here.
4th down and 5 now. Ball back at the 20-yard line.
That's the play Rochester's been running all year. They pitch it outside and then turn right into the middle of the line. And
this would be a 37-yarder from here for Zane Duff, and Coach Hooker will use a timeout. 5:40 to play in the first half. We're tied at 7. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Our special presentation is from the team at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick right here in Rochester. Please welcome Amanda Graver, Jim Burnett, Amanda Severs, Isaiah Smith, and Austin Shepherd. Shepherds, in conjunction with the Booster Club and Athletic Department, raised $7,100 for RHS Sports this year through the Buick Drive for Your Students event. This totals $17,200 raised in just 2 years. Thanks for everyone who helped on the day and everyone who required for a test drive. What a great result. Thank you, Shepherd Chevrolet Buick.
Wide side of the field where Perez has the option to either throw it or run.
So Wood comes wide to the left side on 4th down and 5. Brady Perez under center. Snaps the ball, back to pass, looks to the near side, has the near side, is complete to Wood. Corbin Wood at the 15 and is drugged down right there. That's going to be really close to a first down. I think if he catches and just turns it upfield, he's got a first down, but he takes a step backwards and then goes forward. Rochester's saying first down. The Vikings are saying first down, but the other way. And without a measurement, are you kidding me? Without a measurement, they call it a first down. That is way too close to call.
I agree, but they haven't called a measurement yet in this ball game. I agree with you, too, on the assessment. If Corbin Wood just dives forward, that's a no-brainer first down.
Yeah.
If he tried to take a step back and split the defense, and then the defense spun him around backwards.
1st and 10 for the Z's at the 15-yard line of the Vikings. 5:15 to play in the first half. Jackson comes in motion to the near side. He gets the pitch going left. He's got some blockers. He cuts it back inside a blocker and spins move down the near sideline, and he backs his way close to the 10. Nice run by Isaiah Jackson, but great blocking in front of him. Takes the ball to the 5-yard line, and that's going to be close to another Zebra first down.
And a good job of hanging on to the football because he really took a shot right there at the end of that play.
Give him 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 5.5-yard line. 4:40 to play in the first half. We're tied at 7 here at Rochester High School. The Zebras break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. Johnson, Abbott, and Wood in the backfield. Plummer tight left, Wilson, Dalton tight right. Brady Perez under center with 7. Here's the snap. Bryce Abbott over the left side, pushing his way to the goal line. And I believe he's going to be stacked up just shy of the end zone. And it's going to be a 4-yard gain. It'll be 1st and goal from about the 1. Clock rolls, 4:15 to play in the first half. Zebras are knocking on the door again. Isaiah Jackson brings a play in from the sideline. 1st and goal for the Z's from about the 1. We're under 4 to play in the first half, tied at 7. I wouldn't even give this to anybody. If I was 11, I'd just keep it and follow center right in the end zone.
You're right, yeah.
Brady Perez takes a snap, gives to Bryce Abbott over the left side. Abbott touchdown.
And there's no question about that. Bryce Abbott was in the end zone before I think anybody even made contact with him. And the Zebras capitalize on the interception and put another 7 on the board. And boy, the biggest play out of that 25-yard drive was a 6-yard pass play on 4th down.
Yeah, that's right. Following the interception.
You're right.
That set this whole thing up. So the extra point coming from Duff. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away. Duff bounces it off the school, and it is good. 14-7 Zebras. You're listening to Rochester Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self.
Brady Perez and the open field tackle by Dalton sets up bad field position, and the Zebras get the interception in a good spot.
Duff, a short kick, taken at the 20-yard line.
Still on his feet.
And the ball returned out to about the 29, and a flag and a play. Woo, shocker. So we'll wait to see who the flag's going to be against. I believe that was Potter again on the reception. The officials talking amongst themselves, not to either team. We're going to have a personal foul, face mask on the Zebras. So that'll help the situation here for the Vikings. Rochester up 14-7 with 3:45 to play in the first half. And after the penalty, the Vikings will start at their own 43-yard line, going to our right.
That's the 6th penalty on Rochester for 50 yards.
So out of the shotgun is the Vikings. Back to pass is Trapedi. Has a lot of time down the near sidelines. Got a receiver. It is incomplete. Shepard, the intended receiver. Riston on the cover.
Riston almost looked like he went into receiver mode as that ball was overthrown to the receiver, and Riston was the deepest man.
He did a great job just kind of slowing up and not letting.
Yeah, he kind of played interference, just like you said, slowed up and ran in front of the receiver.
2nd down and 10 for the Vikings at their own 43-yard line. 3:40 to play in the first half. Rochester up 14-7. Trapedi gets the play, relays it to the club in the huddle, and breaks the huddle with 8. They're going to have to hurry. Trapedi under center with 1. Gets the play off. Pitches out to Gaff. Gaff picks his way through the traffic. Maybe to the 45.
Corbin Wood on the tackle for Rochester.
Give him the 44. It'll be a pickup of 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. 3:25 to play in the first half. Again, Rochester leading right now is 14-7. Trapedi throws a really nice ball.
Yeah, tight little spiral and pretty accurate. At one stretch, he had 6 in a row completions, but he's 0 for 3 on his last 3 attempts.
Where's Shepard? Shepard has been his intended receiver most of the night. He's tight left. Out of the shotgun formation is Trapedi on 3rd and 9. Trapedi, low snap, grabs it, look to throw, throws to the near side. It is complete to Gaff, and Jackson brings him down to the 45. Give him a pickup of 1. It'll be 4th down and 8.
Nice job by Jackson. He just sat and waited for Gaff to make the catch.
4th and 8 for the Vikings at their own 45-yard line. And Coach Moriarty will send the punting unit on with 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. The Zebras up 14-7.
Nice job by the Rochester defense.
Punting with the wind is Morrison. Back deep is Johnson and Wood. Morrison stands at his 35-yard line.
Wood has got a lot of open ground to his right.
Here comes the pressure. Morrison had, I believe, off the side of his foot. Maybe Rochester got a little piece of it. And we're going to have a flag in the play for illegal substitution.
Or roughing the kicker. I don't know where the flag is.
The flag's right here.
Oh, right on the sideline. Yeah.
As Jerry Plummer came in late to make the 11th play, or the 11th player. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. It was against Rochester. But will that be an automatic first down? What in the world?
I don't know what we're doing.
But they're going to give the Vikings the football. Wait a minute. It's Rochester keeps possession? Oh, okay. My fault.
Okay.
Randall says, okay, very good. That makes sense.
So
the sideline warning on the Rochester Zebras. Good. Okay, so Rochester takes over after the punt at their own 32-yard line near hash. Have 2 timeouts with 2:13 to play in the first half. Wood goes wide to the near side. Johnson split right, which is the wide side of the field. Abbott the lone back. Brady Perez under center. Back to pass. 3-step drop. Throws down the near sideline. He's got Corbin Wood. He rises up. Off his fingertips. Incomplete.
That ball really floated on Perez. It didn't have any zip to it at all. It just kind of hung up there in the wind.
He had defenders behind him.
Yeah, Corbin kind of misjudged. He thought the ball, I think, had a little more zip to it, and it just never got there.
So 2nd down and 10 for Rochester. Clock is stopped with 2:07 to play in the first half. Don't forget Coach Pfluger, Lisa Pfluger, girls head coach, coming up at halftime to talk a little basketball and the fundraising golf tournament coming up for Rochester's, both girls and guys. That's at halftime, also the week that was. 2nd and 10. Jackson motion to the near side, gets the pitch. Then hands off to Wood. Wood loses the football and then gets it back. And he's going to lose yards back to the 29-yard line.
They're lucky that's all they lost because there was a block in the back by Rochester that didn't get called.
And then we're going to have a flag in the play.
Late flag.
Is that going to? Did Isaiah Jackson say something? Because he walked right by the official. About that time, the official threw the flag, and then the official looked back at 7. So Rochester loses yardage on the play back to the 29-yard line. So they lose about 4 yards. So now they're looking at 4th down and about 14, and then we have a penalty. And Rochester's offense already backing up towards their goal line. Unsportsmanlike on the Rochester Zebras.
So another 15-yard penalty on Rochester. What, and one on Valley as well?
What? Whoa.
Oh, they
We're
called
going to have all setting penalties. One against Rochester, one against Tippecanoe Valley, so it's going to stay 3rd down and 14.
Holy cow.
How do you call that? There wasn't a Valley player in sight.
Maybe it was something else. Maybe it wasn't Jackson. It had to have been something else.
Well, yeah, obviously. So 3rd down and 14 for the Zebras. 1:54 to play in the first half. Rochester up 14-7. This will be an interesting call, and you can almost guarantee if it's a run, Coach Moriarty will use a timeout.
Yeah. Neither team wants a game-changing mistake here at this situation.
Ball in the middle of the field. Johnson split right, Wood split left. Bryce Abbott is your lone back. Brady Perez under center on 3rd and 14. Back to pass. Looks near side. Looks over the middle. He's got Plummer. It is complete, and then he loses the football, and it'll be incomplete. 4th down.
Well, Plummer had a great job. He actually caught the football and took a step, maybe a step and a half, and then dropped the ball. Rochester's Johnson right there to recover the fumble if it had been.
So 4th down and about 14 for the Zebras, and Brady Perez on to kick. And the Vikings back deep at about their 35-yard line. Is that Parker? Who is that? We'll have to get that number. Perez gets it away. Another high kick into the wind. Miller gives chase on the near side, takes a Rochester bounce inside the 30, and will come to rest at about the 27-yard line. Good kick for Brady Perez.
Perez has had about as much to do with field position in this football game as anybody else on the field. Another 44-yard punt for Perez.
So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. I believe they've got 2 timeouts left. With 100 seconds to play in the first half, the Zebras are up 14-7. Repeating the Vikings, going with the wind here. They'll send Randall wide to the left side. Gaff and Parker also wide to the left side. Out of the pistol formation is Trapiti. Here's the snap. Trapiti rolls to the left side. He's going to be hit as he throws it down the Tippecanoe Valley sideline. Intended for Randall, incomplete.
A lot of pressure in the backfield for Rochester, Gilbreth and Dalton. Forcing Trapiti to throw it sooner than he wanted to. He had an open receiver, but he was more just throwing it out of bounds as he was throwing it to anybody to catch.
He was being hit as he was being thrown.
Right.
Rochester's getting some pretty good pressure. I believe it was
Gilbreth and Dalton.
Okay.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. 15 on the play clock. Randall goes split to the left side. 2 receivers to the near, one to the near side, including Shepard as a tight end. I-back formation. Trapiti hands off to the fullback in Melanson. And Melanson maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down and about 9 with 1:25 to play in the first half.
Gilbreth, Sutton, and Abbott on the stop.
Rochester up 14-7. The Vikings looking at 3rd down and 9. And now Rochester will use their 2nd timeout. We'll take a 30. You're listening to High School Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Farming is a way of life for many of our Hoosier families. Protect all of your farming assets with coverage from Evans Agency in Rochester. They offer farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your coverage needs. Judy Evans and her staff have been serving the insurance needs of this community for over a decade. Let Judy help you protect your farm, your life, your business, and all of your possessions. Evans Agency, online at evansagencyrochester.com.
Every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon.
It's not too late to order Red Zone from RTC. All of the big plays in one location. What are you waiting for? Call RTC today and order Red Zone. Join the Fulton County Chamber of Commerce and the Fulton County Blacktop Cruisers for the 26th annual Chili Cook-Off and Red Hot Car Show. This year with more chili teams and cars than ever before. Hundreds of vehicles, dozens of chili recipes, and a 5K charity run to benefit the United Way of Fulton County. It all starts Saturday, October 14th at 8 a.m. with chili served from 11 a.m. until it's gone. Join us for the 2017 Chili Cook-Off and Red Hot Car Show.
26 seconds, make that 24.6 to play in the first half. And the reason why there wasn't a flag, the official said that was uncatchable.
Oh.
Yep. 31-yard line of the Vikings are the Zebras. 2nd and 10. Johnson goes split right, Wood split left. Perez back to pass, looks right, looks left. Here comes some pressure, rolls away from the pressure, sets up, throws it downfield to Corbin Wood, who is open, and it throws it out of bounds. Thank you, Mr. Wind.
Yeah, Perez had a lot of time to throw it, but he kept backpedaling away from the defense, and he finally just decided to throw it in Woods' direction, and the wind took it out of bounds.
Well, let's see. We're at the 31-yard line. This would be about a 48-yarder from here, 47-yarder from here.
I still would feel confident in putting him out there to kick it, but you're starting to stretch it a little. With the wind, you're starting to stretch the accuracy.
Would be kicking into the wind.
Yeah.
3rd and 10 for the Zebras at the Vikings' 31-yard line with 16.8 to play in the half.
Just need to send Jackson underneath like we did before.
Right on. Sounds easy enough, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Perez back to pass. Here comes some pressure. Throws left. Has Wood complete. Wood stops. Back inside of the 20. The 15. Back inside of the 10. Looking for the sideline. Runs out of bounds inside the 5 to around the 4 with 8.3 to play in the first half. 1st and goal, Zebras.
That was all Corbin Wood as he caught that ball about 6 yards downfield and then made defenders miss as he run until he ran out of sideline.
Knox and Pioneer tied at 7 late in the first quarter. 1st and goal for the Zebras at the 4-yard line. They've got time for maybe 1, maybe 2 plays. 1 for sure, maybe 2. 8.3 to play. In the first half, Corbin Wood ran out of bounds, so the clock has stopped. Rochester 1st and goal from the 4, leading 14-7 with 8 seconds to play in the first half. Perez under center with 5 on the play clock. Takes a snap, back to pass, looks left, looking for Corbin Wood in the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. We got a pass interference. How was that not uncatchable? That one is more uncatchable than the Jerry Plummer pass was.
Probably so, yeah. He threw it to the back of the end zone, and when Corbin turned, he ran face-to-face right into the Valley defender right at the goal line. And
5.6. What are we doing?
Bryce
Abbott,
Bryce Abbott, I think.
At the 2-yard line, I believe Rochester Valley has a timeout. Yes. Has 1 timeout. 5 seconds to play in the first half. Rochester with 1 timeout. If they run this, they're going to have to
call right away.
Yeah, get on it right away. From the 2-yard line, Wood, Abbott, and Jackson in the backfield. From the 2, Brady Perez takes a snap, gives to Abbott over the left side. Touchdown, Zebras! With 3 seconds to play in the first half.
Bryce Abbott gets his 2nd touchdown of this football game, this time from 2 yards out. As we are, close to the halftime. That could be a huge game changer.
That's a big one. 20-7. The extra point coming for the Zebras. Duff on. Drew Sailor's your holder. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is away. And it is good. 21-7 Rochester. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV 4.
Our special presentation is from the team at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick right here in Rochester. Please welcome Amanda Graver, Jim Burnett, Amanda Severs, Isaiah Smith, and Austin Shepherd. Shepherds, in conjunction with the Booster Club and Athletic Department, raised $7,100 for RHS Sports this year through the Buick Drive for Your Students event. This totals $17,200 raised in just 2 years. Thanks for everyone who helped on the day and everyone who required for a test drive. What a great result. Thank you, Shepherd Chevrolet Buick.
Duff will kick. 3 seconds to play in the first half. It's a squib right down the middle of the field, picked up by the Vikings. And this should do it for first half.
As soon as we tackle
the return man is finally brought down outside the 35-yard line. It's halftime. The Rochester Zebras lead the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings 21-7. First half stats in the week that was coming up next, 92.1 WROI.
Miller, bounces off the ground, and it comes right back up to him, and he's able to make it across for the touchdown. He dribbles it across the end zone that time, across the goal line.
Well, you do have Coach Patrick down there. Maybe
that's true.
Looking at some basketball talent here.
Well, that works out. Miller gets in the end zone with 5:27 to go. Melanson goes in motion. He's going to get it up the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Nice job.
All right. Nice power move.
Yep, nice job by Wes Melanson on that carry for the touchdown. Slow snap. He's able to pick it up. He finds Melanson, though, out near the 40 to the 35, 30, down to the 25-yard line. So nice little pitch and catch. Trapedi to Melanson. And Trapedi's in the shotgun. He's got Johnny Gonzalez to the right. Picks up a nice block. Trapedi to the right. He finds Miller. He's got him down at the corner of the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, nice.
Nice catch by Miller right at the sideline in the end zone. Nice throw by Trapedi, too.
That's been his favorite target tonight, old Miller.
Has been. They've done a nice job finding it.
Corbin Wood and Taylor Johnson back deep for the Zebras. Week 4 underway. Low end over end kick. One hop and bounces past Corbin Wood. Picks it up at his 5-yard line. Wood gets a block at the 10, the 15, splits the middle, right up the middle at the 30. Corbin Wood slips out there to the 40, the 45 in midfield. And Wood goes 40, at the 30, at the 20. He's going to go to the house. 95-yard touchdown return. Touchdown Zebras.
Corbin Wood with a 95-yard touchdown kickoff return. We've been waiting for 2 years.
Number 34, Alex Briggs. Number 45, Gavin McKee. Number 52, Gabe Kerr. Then Gabe Kerr, 64 tonight. Number 54, Aaron Swango. Number 57, Austin Rogers. Number 61, Eli Swango. Number 68, Evan Lee. Number 70, Caden Weaver. Number 71, Sean Irwin. Number 74, Hunter Schreiber. Number 76, Stephen Parker. Running number 82, Aaron Cox. And number 84, Reese Zellers. The coaches, Nate Creamer, Bryce Roberts. The managers, Maverick Pyle, Faith Ball, and Carolina Gomez, the 7th grade Zebras. Moving on to the 8th grade Zebras. Beginning with number 5, Antonio Schlosser. Number 16, Evan Elliott. Number 21, Caleb Schaefer. Number 33, Ethan Lawson. Number 46, Tyler Herendeen. Number 58, Jordan Lett. Number 63, Tim Wooten. Number 64, Brayden Pender. Number 69, Ethan Baugh. Number 77, Jesse Schreiber. Number 78, Marshall Fishback. Number 85, Lucas Campbell. Number 86, Garrett Reagan. Number 87, Luke Wortley. Number 88, Braxton Mancias. The coaches, Ryan Held and John Rockman. Your 8th grade Zebras. Moving on to the cheerleaders. Beginning with the 6th grade. Beginning with Sophia Freeman. Casey Gray. Kenzie Lehman. Paige Lunow. Abby Maitland. Alexa Martin. Chloe Miller, your 6th grade cheerleader. Moving on to the 7th grade. Beginning with Izzy Belanca, Kylie Freon,
into the hallway.
Madison Kingsman,
No.
Olivia Isbell, Kayla Moore, Emma Simpson,
I can get it through the
Jayla Spencer, Delaney Strausser. That's the 7th grade cheerleaders.
Hands are getting cold and
Moving on to the 8th grade, beginning with Jordan Duncan, Sherry Fagan, Holly Hot, Hannah Miller, Pat Rensford,
that one guy from Georgia that's not inside Texas.
Crystal Scott.
I'm excited to meet you. Oh yeah, I'm kind of excited to meet him too, but you know, in working years.
Your Rochester Middle School cheerleaders and football players.
That's for Scott, or
It's for Kitty Valley. This granted that we usually, RTC usually gives them a video.
Have a great rest of the season, kids.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The Fulton County Blacktop Cruisers Car Club invites you to the 2017 Red Hot Car, Truck, and Cycle Show, October 14th in downtown Rochester. For more information about the show or the club, visit them online at fultoncountyblacktopcruisers.com.
Your Rochester Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Dave Danhausen, will provide your halftime entertainment. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, the Rochester Pep Band would like to honor our veterans and active duty military personnel by playing the service medley. If you recognize your branch's song, please feel honored to stand as we honor our veterans. Congratulations to our veterans and military personnel. Fine job by the Rochester Pep Band. Let's hear it one more time.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The Fulton County Blacktop Cruisers Car Club invites you to the 2017 Red Hot Car, Truck, and Cycle Show, October 14th in downtown Rochester. For more information about the show or the club, visit them online at fultoncountyblacktopcruisers.com. Craig Welding and Manufacturing specializes in making your fabrication needs a success. Designing, manufacturing, welding, and more. Online at craigwelding.com. Proud supporter of the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. The lawyers and staff of Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice data and video connectivity for the 21st century. Online at rtc1.com. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, personal property, and outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Join the Fulton County Chamber of Commerce and the Fulton County Blacktop Cruisers for the 26th annual Chili Cook-Off and Red Hot Car Show. This year with more chili teams and cars than ever before. Hundreds of vehicles, dozens of chili recipes, and a 5K charity run to benefit the United Way of Fulton County. It all starts Saturday, October 14th at 8 a.m. with chili served from 11 a.m. until it's gone. Join us for the 2017 Chili Cook-Off and Red Hot Car Show.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
Our special presentation is from the team at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick right here in Rochester. Please welcome Amanda Graver, Jim Burdett, Amanda Severs, Isaiah Smith, and Austin Shepherd. Shepherds, in conjunction with the Booster Club and Athletic Department, raised $7,100 for RHS Sports this year through the Buick Drive for Your Students event. This totals $17,200 raised in just 2 years. Thanks for everyone who helped on the day and everyone who required for a test drive. What a great result. Thank you, Shepherd Chevrolet Buick.
And to that effect, Rochester's defense, I think, has done an equally good job of keeping them from scoring with that.
You have some scores from around the area?
Yeah. Knox Pioneer still tied at 7. Culver leads Caston 21-15. Winnemac leads West Central 22-6. Manchester over Whitco 20-0. North Miami over Wabash 17-0. And Southwood leading Peru 31-6. And I think that's going to answer one of the questions we had before this game.
Short end over end kick for Duff. Bounces around. Potter having a rough time and picks it up inside his 20-yard line.
About the 16, 17 maybe.
Wow, that was dangerous.
Yeah,
Rochester and Taylor Johnson just about fell on that kick.
So before the game, we were questioning who would win the South Division. North Miami, Peru, Southwood could all conceivably come up tied. But with Southwood and Peru playing tonight, Southwood looked like they're going to get that win.
Yep.
That knocks Peru out of that equation. It could come down to Southwood and North Miami as North Miami will take on Peru next week. North Miami would get the nod if there's a tie because they beat Southwood head-to-head.
First and 10 for the Vikings at their own 17-yard line, ball in the near hash. Morrison dots the I behind Trapedi. Trapedi gives to Melanson, I believe. It was Wes Melanson with the carry over the 20-yard line to about the 22. Picks up about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Vikings.
Tibby Valley had a lot of success at the interception.
2nd and 5 for the Vikings at the 22. On the option, Trapedi keeps, flips it out to Morrison. Morrison caught in the backfield, trying to run away from the defense, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds after a loss of about 2 or 3 yards.
Rochester, really good job of defending that as Walker took Trapedi down on the option.
Going to lose 2, did Morrison. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8 for the Vikings back at their 20-yard line. 21-7, Rochester leading early in the second half. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Randall comes wide to the near side. I-back formation for Trapedi. Morrison in the tailback position on 3rd and 8. Trapedi fakes the handoff, or fakes a pitch, a reverse under, the handoff underneath to Miller. Miller takes it to about the 23-yard line. Maybe the 22, it'll be 4th and 5. Wilson Dalton on the stop, and Coach Moriarty brings on the punting unit. And Morrison will slide back to about his 10-yard line, and Johnson and Corbin Wood back to receive this punt.
Both of these young men, Johnson and Wood, very dangerous back there if they can get their hands on the ball
you're not
at
kidding.
a full speed.
Morrison to kick from about his 10. Good snap, no pressure. Left-footed kick. Corbin Wood lets it bounce. It takes a Rochester bounce and will come to rest inside the 45-yard line at about the 43.
Really?
And Coach Hooker is looking at Corbin Wood saying, what are we doing? We had the blocking set up. Let's roll. Three-yard line, leading 21-7. Ball on the far hash, the Tippecanoe Valley sideline. 10 minutes to play in the third. Johnson comes wide to the near side. Flanker to the left is Wood. The fullback is Abbott. 2 tight ends for Rochester, 1 to each side. Johnson comes. We have 2 guys moving at once.
Yep,
that's a no-no. That's going to be Corbin Wood is caught in the backfield, and we have another flag on top of that.
A late
so it's going to be illegal motion on the Zebras and probably a hold on the Zebras as well. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, I believe, but we're going backwards here.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Are we going to have a face mask?
We got 2 guys in motion for Rochester, which is a 5-yard penalty, but then if they call a face mask, that's more than likely on Valley, which will give us a 10-yard gain.
Unless it's incidental, it's a 5, so it's a wash.
Be an offset, yeah. So the officials trying
meeting
to
of the
sort
minds in the middle of the field.
Trying to sort it out.
So we're going to have legal motion on the Zebras. We're going to have a face mask on the Vikings. The penalties will offset, and we'll do it again. 1st and 10.
Do over.
Let's not run that play again.
Well, you were talking golf coming up, so this is Mulligan.
Mulligan?
Mulligan.
Good call. You do listen sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
I'll be doggone. So 1st and 10 for the Z's. We'll start over. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Ball on the far hash. Jackson comes in motion to the near side. Looks familiar to what we saw just a little bit ago. Wood split left. Back to passes. Perez has Jackson and right through his hands. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Had him open.
He had him open, yep. All Jackson had to do was grab that, bring it to his belly, but it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Almost looked like Jackson didn't expect Perez to throw the ball his way. Like maybe he thought maybe he was going to throw it the other side to Wood. But as soon as Jackson turned the corner on his route, the ball was right there, and he got his hands up.
And he was wide open.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 at the 43. Rochester on the ball with 20 on the play clock. Johnson back into the game. Wood and Abbott back there as well. Brady Perez under center on 2nd and 10. Johnson goes in motion left. Fakes to him. Handoff underneath to Abbott. Bryce Abbott at the 45. Spun around at the 46. Trying to push his way to the 47. The spot on the far side says the 47. Give him about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6 at the Rochester 47-yard line with 9.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, Rochester hasn't exactly been tearing up the field here tonight running the football.
No, that's right.
They've only got 59 total yards of rushing, but they've been very opportunistic on their passing. They've had some really big pass plays that have
Valley doing a good job controlling the line of scrimmage.
You're right.
3rd and 6. Three receivers on the left side. Here comes the pitch to Bryce Abbott. There it is. Going left. Bryce Abbott caught from behind, pushing away. For his second effort gets him a 1st down as he carries it inside the Valley 45 to the 44.
Nice job by Bryce Abbott, and that was all Abbott as he managed to pick up 4 yards before contact was made, and then the other 6 yards after contact.
Yeah, he was stopped about a yard to go before the 1st down, and the second effort gets him across the Valley 45 to the 43. 1st and 10 Zebras. 8:50 to play in the third quarter. Rochester quickly on the ball with 18 on the play clock. Johnson, Wood, and now standing up on the near side is Dalton. Perez. Here's the snap. Pitches out to Abbott. Abbott with blockers, gets to the line of scrimmage and spun down. That's the first time all year that Rochester has basically ran the same play but to the opposite side.
You're right. We talked about that in the days of old.
Yeah.
Again, looking more like old school Rochester Valley football.
2nd down and 10 after a no-yard gain by Bryce Abbott. Again, the ball is spotted at the Tippecanoe Valley 43-yard line. Rochester leading 21-7 with 8:10 to play in the third quarter. Rochester on the ball. Jackson, Wood, and Abbott in the backfield. Dalton tight right, Plummer tight left. Brady Perez under center on 2nd and 10. Jackson goes in motion left. He gets the pitch. He's got blockers. Cuts it back inside. Jackson still on his feet. Falls across the 40 down to around the 38-yard line. Make it the 39. Give him 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 4th down, or make that 3rd down and 6. And now we have a flag on the play.
Again, as players are running off and going back to the huddles, we get a flag.
That official standing in the Valley defensive huddle, and that's where the flag came from. So we're going to have an unsportsmanlike conduct whistled against the Vikings and an unsportsmanlike conduct whistled against the Zebras. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Rochester Zebras at the Valley 39-yard line.
Well, you know, the officials, every time there's an unsportsmanlike conduct, they write the perpetrator's number down.
Perpetrator?
Yeah, there you go. And if they get, if you're guilty of 2 unsportsmanlike penalties, you're gone.
And coming off the field there is Devin Bando for the Vikings, so you got to wonder if we're just speculating, we're not sure. But after the offsetting penalties, Rochester has it 3rd and 6 at the Vikings 39. Brady Perez under center. Back to pass. Looks right. 3-step drop. Has Johnson complete. Johnson spun around before he can get to the 30-yard line, but he's really close to the sticks and the yard to gain. And the official spot right here is at about the 33. That's going to be close. The official says it's going to be just shy. It'll be 4th down and a foot or 2 for the Zebras. The ball just shy of the Viking 33-yard line.
Might see a heavy dose of Bryce Abbott here.
Why not?
Short, 4th and short.
4th and less than a yard for the Zebras. Jackson, Wood, and Abbott in the backfield. Brady Perez under center. Ball at the Viking 33. Abbott, carry, 1st down to the 30.
Still moving.
The Vikings inside the 30, down to around the 27. Give him 6 yards and a Zebra 1st down.
Big push by Bryce Abbott, big strong run. He just got those legs a churning.
Give him the 28-yard line, a 5-yard gain. Sorry, Brad. Rochester on the near hash at the Viking 28-yard line, leading 21-7. Johnson brings the play in from the sideline. The Zebras break the huddle with 20 on the play clock. Johnson, Abbott, Wood. Right to left for the Zebras. Inside the Valley 30. And Rochester is going to move.
Yep.
And there's the false start, so back him up 5.
2 guys moving again.
It'll be 1st and 15.
Rochester's been penalized 8 times for 70 yards in this football game.
1st and 15 for the Zebras
But they've only committed 1 turnover.
I'm sorry, say that again.
They've had 8 penalties for 70 yards.
The Vikings?
No, Rochester.
Rochester?
Yeah.
Okay. How many have Tippecanoe Valley had? That's got to be close to being even.
No, they've only had 4 penalties for 45.
Apparently not watching the same game. 1st and 15. Perez under center. Jackson goes in motion left. He gets the pitch. Jackson with blockers. Up the field. Jackson right in the middle of the field at the 20.
Still on
to the 15 to the 10 and spun down around the Valley 8-yard line.
Great job by Jackson. He had just enough blockers in front of him. I think Tippecanoe Valley actually lost track of who had the football.
And so it'll be 1st and goal for the Zebras at the 8 with 5:50 to play in the 3rd quarter.
25-yard gain by Isaiah Jackson.
Zebras quickly on the football. Wood, the left wing back. Johnson, the right wing back. Bryce Abbott behind center. And now they'll go to a straight T backfield at 2 tight ends from the 8. Perez, a hard count, looking to get the Vikings to jump, but instead got Wood to jump.
So Rochester will back up 5 yards. That'll bring up 1st down at goal at the 13-yard line as they mark off the illegal motion penalty. Corbin Wood will come off the field, and Coach Hooker will have a conversation with him as he comes off.
So that'll bring up 1st down and goal from the 15-yard line. Now from the 12, actually. And Jackson loses the football. The ball is loose, and the Vikings get it. Boy, those last 2 plays were awful for the Zebras.
So Coach Hooker, unhappy with Corbin Wood for jumping, takes him out of the game, and on the ensuing handoff, the Rochester Zebras fumble. Their 2nd turnover in this football game. And now Tippecanoe Valley 89 yards away to see if they can capitalize.
So they take over after the Isaiah Jackson fumble at their own 16-yard line. The Vikings trail the Zebras 21-7. Randall goes wide to the right side. 2 other receivers wide to the right for Trapedi, who's in the shotgun formation. Melanson to his right. Trapedi rolls to the right, throws to the right. It is complete out to Randall, and Jackson is going to stop him, stop his forward progress after about a 7 or 8 yard gain.
So again, back to those short passes to the flats where they had success in the 1st quarter. And that one was successful as well for about 8 yards.
Ball spotted at the Tippecanoe Valley 24-yard line. 2nd down and 2 for the Vikings. Ball on the far hash, which is the Valley sideline. Miller and Randall come wide to the near side. Power eye offset left for the Vikings. Trapedi in the pistol formation. Trapedi takes a snap, gives off to Parker right up the middle. Cam Parker lowers his head and gets out to the Valley 45-yard line. Picked up about 21 yards before had 20 yards before he was touched.
Yeah. Rochester lucky to bring him down. He's a big, fast runner.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 45-yard line, ball in the middle of the field.
Big hole in the middle of that offensive.
You're not kidding.
Defensive line.
Shepard comes tight to the right side. Miller and Randall go wide right. Trapedi out of the pistol formation. Here's a snap. Gives off to Parker again, right side. Parker ground in the backfield and dropped. Tyler Walker there to hit him. Very little gain. It'll be 2nd down and long for the Vikings at their 45. Giving nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Nice job by Walker.
Clock rolls here at Rochester High School. Under 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. The Zebras up 21-7. Valley will break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. They'll send Miller wide to the right. Boy, there is mass confusion out there for the Vikings. They have trips to the right with 5 on the play clock. Parker comes in motion to the near side. Trapedi rolls to the near side. Has Parker in the flat. It is complete. Makes Johnson miss, and Corbin Wood brings him down shy of the Rochester 45.
Yeah, but say not until they pick up another 8-9 yards on the play.
It'll be 3rd down and about a long 1, a short 2, as the ball spotted at the Rochester 46-yard line. Trapedi looking to the sideline for the call. Looks at his wristband and relays it to the huddle. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. Parker dots the I. Trapedi under center. He takes it right up the middle, and he is going to be stopped shy of the 45. He didn't get there. It's going to be.
He slipped when he tried to. As soon as he tried to push forward, I think he slipped.
Nothing there. It'll be 4th and 1 at the 46-yard line. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he had the first down, but slipped.
Yeah.
Trying to get that last push.
Yep.
Coach Moriarty said, you had us on the 45. The other guy on the near side had us on the 46. That's a first down from my perspective or
Right.
vantage point
Well,
over there.
I think because Trapedi slipped on his first move, his knee touched the ground before contact was made.
4th and 1 for the Vikings at the Rochester 46. They're in the pistol formation. Trapedi takes a snap, gives off to Parker. He's got a first down. Cam Parker inside the Rochester 40 to the 39. Tyler Walker, the tackle for the Zebras.
Another 7 yards for Parker.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. Rochester up 21-7 with under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
You're seeing a momentum shift after Rochester's turnover down in the Tippecanoe Valley
Red zone
side of the field. Yeah.
Randall, Gaff, and also Parker wide to the right side. Melanson to the right of Trapedi's in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Trapedi rolls to the right, looking to throw right. He's got a receiver in the flat. It is complete. It's Randall. Slips down right at the sticks. And it's going to be a first down for the Vikings on an 11-yard pitch and catch from Trapedi to Randall.
And again, it's those little out passes into the flats.
I was going to say the flat has been open all night.
They were successful with it in the first half. They went away from it for about a quarter and a half there in the second quarter, and they've come back to it, and it's worked.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Rochester 28-yard line. Trapedi in the pistol. Takes a snap. Gives to Parker off the left side. Parker runs into his own guy, spins away from the Zebra tackler, takes it to the 25, and then pushed backwards. Give him 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. We're down to 60 seconds to play in the third quarter. Again, Rochester leading 21-7. Brandon Sutton with the tackle for the Zebras. 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings of the Rochester 25. Randall goes split left. Shepard is tight to the right. The flanker to the right side looks like his Gaff. Parker dots the I. Trapedi under center on 2nd and 7. Gives to the fullback off the right side, and that's Jace Potter. Not a lot there. I think he's going to lose a yard. Back to the 26.
Stopped by Gilbreth. Oh, Graham on the stop.
3rd down and 8 for the Vikings. Back to the Rochester 26-yard line. Under 20 seconds to play. In the third quarter, the Vikings do not have to run another play if they don't want. They are in the huddle. There's about a 5-second differential. They'll break the huddle with 10 on the play game clock. Potter to the left of Trapedi on 3rd and 8. Trapedi, high snap, brings it down, rolls on the near side, looking into the flat. It is incomplete. Great job by Taylor Johnson, closing the gap quickly. It'll be 3rd and 8, and that'll do it for the third quarter at Rochester High School. After 3, the Zebras lead 21-7. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
Back at Rochester High School, start the fourth quarter. It's 4th down and 8 for the Vikings at the Rochester 26-yard line.
Well, not, to state the obvious, a big play here for Rochester's defense on 4th down and 8, deep in their own territory after failing to score on their last possession when they were in the Valley red zone.
Number 4 in the flat has worked all night for the Vikings.
Right.
4th and 8, snap. Parker back to pass, looking to the near side. He's got a receiver. He throws it out of bounds. Rochester will take over on downs. You can thank Tyler Walker and Wilson Dalton for pressuring Trapedi.
Yeah, a lot of good pressure in the backfield. They had Walker right in Trapedi's face. He had to throw it off his back foot, throw it high in the air, and unfortunately the wind caught it from behind and pushed it out of bounds. So Rochester survives a push there by Valley. They really had things rolling their way until just the last couple of plays.
And that drive was because of the Rochester fumble at about the 16-yard line.
Right, yeah, Rochester drove deep within the red zone before they turned it over on their last possession.
1st and 10 for the Z's at their own 26. Wood goes in motion right. He gets the pitch. Corbin picking away through traffic, pushing the pile ahead. He's going to be cut down shy of the 30-yard line. The spot on the near side says the 29. Give him 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And right now, Rochester wanting to work as much of that clock as they possibly can.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, they've got to be thinking about picking up. You got to get 3 or 4 first downs, I think, on this drive to run off 11 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say at least. Yeah, 11 minutes. That's a long time.
Yeah.
2nd and 7 for the Zebras, shy of their own 30. Perez under center. Jackson comes in motion to the near side, fakes a pitch to him, goes underneath Bryce Abbott. Bryce Abbott carries across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Z's at their own 31-yard line. Ball in the near hash. Taylor Johnson brings a play in from the sideline. I like Taylor Johnson, just a junior, 5'9", 160 pounds.
He is speedy.
He is fast, I agree.
We've seen him in the back on punt returns and kick returns.
3rd and 5. Johnson now over here on the near side. Jerry Plummer stands up as a tight end. From the 31, Brady Perez under center. Flips out to Bryce Abbott. Abbott, patient, picking his way through the defense. Gets it out to the 35 as the Vikings held onto his face mask and brought him down. No call. It'll be 4th down and about 1 for the Zebras, and more than likely a punting situation for Rochester. 4th and 1 for the Zebras at the Rochester 35. We don't know. Well, we don't know because Brady Perez is the punter.
You're right, but I'm thinking you got a lot of confidence in Bryce Abbott. You just give him the ball and tell him to get me a yard.
The play does come in from the sideline. Rochester will be on the ball with 10 on the play clock. 4th and 1 for Rochester at their own 35-yard line. Ball in the near hash. Brady Perez under center with 6 on the play clock. Gives to Bryce Abbott over the left side. Bryce Abbott is really close to the stick to gain. Boy, I don't know if he got that or not.
Well, the far side shows that he did. The near side may be a different story. They're going to give it to him.
They're going to give it to him. Woo, baby, that was close.
Yeah, it was.
He just got a yard. Give him the 42 as the nose sits right on the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Zebras. 9:35 to play in the football game. Rochester leading 21-7. Fresh set of downs for Rochester. They're on the ball with 15 on the play clock. Wood, Johnson, and Abbott in the backfield. Wood goes in motion right. And now we're going to have a
encroachment on
offsides on the Vikings. Yep. So it'll be 1st and 5 for Rochester. At the Zebra 42. 9.5 minutes to play in the game. The bell is on the line here at Rochester High School. Brady Perez under center on 1st and 5. Wood goes in motion right, gets the pitch right up the middle. Corbin Wood at the 45, pushing the pile ahead, still on his feet, and is going to be tackled at about the 48, 49-yard line. That'll be enough for a Zebra first down. Give him 7 to move the chains. Give him the 49.
Good job by Corbin Wood and the entire Rochester offensive line as they just kind of created a big ball and pushed forward.
9:20 to play in the football game. Rochester up 21-7, and a fresh set of downs at their own 49. Wood, Jackson, Abbott in the backfield. Plummer tight left, Dalton tight right. Jackson comes in motion to the near side, fakes the handoff. Brady Perez rolls right, looking to throw. He's got Plummer wide open underneath, but goes for the long ball, and Wood, it is complete. Corbin Wood looking for the end zone. Touchdown Zebras. 51-yard pass play from Brady Perez to Corbin Wood, and the Zebras strike again.
Nice job by the Rochester offensive line as they were able to give Perez all the time in the world as he rolled out to his right. He had 2 receivers downfield. He chose the deepest one in Corbin Wood and hit him right in stride as Corbin had about 2 steps on the defender. Brady Perez with a great pass. Corbin Wood with a good route and a good catch and outran the defender into the end zone.
27-7, the extra point coming from Zane Duff. Sailors the holder. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away, and it sails. Oh, it's good, just snuck in the left upright. 28-7 Rochester, you're listening to high school football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Farming is a way of life for many of our Hoosier families. Protect all of your farming assets with coverage from Evans Agency in Rochester. They offer farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your coverage needs. Judy Evans and her staff have been serving the insurance needs of this community for over a decade. Let Judy help you protect your farm, your life, your business, and all of your possessions. Evans Agency, online at evansagencyrochester.com.
Every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon.
It's not too late to order Red Zone from RTC. All of the big plays in one location.
Inside is 10. Duff, end over end kick, goes over the front man head, and then goes out of bounds at the 9, maybe the 8-yard line, off the hands of Gaff, I believe, and it goes out of bounds at the 9.
Great position, field position for Rochester as they going to get Valley inside their 10-yard line.
8:49 to play in the football game. Rochester leading 28-7. And the Vikings will take over on this series inside their 10, going to our right with the wind. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Pioneer leads Knox at the break, 14-7.
Yeah, that one's a tight one. Manchester leads Whitco 34-7.
We are on the road next week at Manchester to face the Squires.
Oh, wow. North Miami leading 34-0 over Wabash.
Parker is in the backfield along with Potter for the Vikings. Parker takes it off the left side, gets away from Bryce Abbott, who hit him at about the 6-yard line. Parker lucky enough to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Sutton on the stop for Rochester.
8.5 to play in the game. 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. Trapedi relays the play. The Vikings break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. Boy, taking a lot of time.
Long time, the clock running.
They'll send 2 receivers to the near side. Trapedi in the pistol formation. Parker behind him. Potter to his left. Miller goes in motion to the far side of the Valley sideline. On the pass, Trapedi out to the flat. It is going to be picked off. It is caught.
Out of
and
bounds.
It goes out of bounds. Brady Perez made a fantastic play on the far sideline, and the officials say he could not get a foot down. It'll be incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Woo! What an athletic effort there by Brady Perez.
It was. He had to go down low to the ground to get underneath that football.
It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Vikings at their 9-yard line with 7:54 to play in the game. The Vikings will send Randall and Miller wide to the near side. Parker also comes split to the left side. Pistol formation for Trapedi with Potter to his left. Trapedi rolls to the near side. Here comes some pressure. Lets her fly and throws it into the Rochester bench. It'll be 4th and 10.
And you can
intended for Miller.
And I would guess Rochester going to send 10 people after this.
Well, do you really want to do that? Up 28-7. Do you want to rough the punter?
Well, no, but I definitely want to put some pressure on him and keep them from releasing anybody downfield Give who is this? Who's going to be back here? Johnson and Wood both.
Yep.
But it looks like they're going to back up, play it safe.
So Morrison will kick about 5 yards deep in his end zone on 4th down. Oh, and the Zebras jump.
Out the back of the end zone?
Bad snap, picked up by Morrison, looking to get out of the end zone. He's going to punt it, he does so. I don't know how. It takes a valley bounce, picked up by Wood. Wood looking to outrun the defense to the far side, and then he's tripped up at his 30-yard line. That ball rolled around the back of the end zone. Morrison did a fantastic job picking that up, running to the Rochester sideline, and rugby-style kicked it and got it away.
Yeah.
What a great athletic effort by Morrison.
Good thing he did. He saved them about 25 yards. Well, he saved them, first of all, he saved them from getting a touchdown. Then he saved them from having a safety. And then he picked up about 25 yards on the kick. So
Corbin Wood tried to outrun the defense to the right side of the field, but the Vikings tripped him up at their 36-yard line, 1st and 10. 7:36 to play in the game. Rochester up 28-7, and back on the football on 1st and 10. Perez back to with a snap, hands off to Corbin Wood. Corbin fights his way through traffic and takes it to about the 25-yard line. Picks up about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Winnemac leads West Central in the 3rd quarter, 30-6. 2nd and 5 for the Zebras at the Rochester at the Tippecanoe Valley 26. 7 minutes to play in the game. Jackson's in there at the right wing back. Wood, make that Riston. Nope. Tarrant. Left wing back. Jackson goes in motion to the near side. He gets the pitch coming to the near side. He's got some blockers. Jackson cuts it upfield. Grabbed at the 25 and ripped backwards. Nothing there. A yard. It'll be 3rd down and about 4. Clock rolls with 6:40 to play in the game. Rochester up 28-7.
Ball still sitting on the 25-yard line.
Nick Allen, a sophomore, brings the play in from the sideline. Brady Perez is out, and I believe Drew Sailors will be your new quarterback. Nope, I beg your pardon. That's going to be Nick Allen, the new quarterback for the Zebras. Allen to Abbott, right side. Bryce Abbott, second effort,
still
off the right side, inside the 20, down to around the 19. It's going to be shy of a 1st down, but it's going to be 4th and close. Nope. That is going to be enough for a 1st down. I beg your pardon.
6-yard run by Abbott.
Give him the 19. It'll be 1st down, and we got some new faces in the game for the Rochester Zebras. Nick Allen, a sophomore quarterback, 5'9", 146 pounds. Yep.
Weaver's in at a tackle.
Jerry Plummer still in there. He'll take his wide receiver or tight end position to the left. Tarrant, the left wing back. Jackson, the right wing back. Matt Lease, now your fullback for the Zebras. Allen under center with 3 on the play clock. Here's a snap. Flips it out to Lease going to the left. Lease got some room. Lease down the left side. Cuts it back inside. Flag in the play. He gets in the end. Nope, he gets down to the 1. But there is a flag in the play in the vicinity of probably a hold. Lease did a great job. Blockers did a great job in front of him clearing the way. But there were 2 flags in the play. The flag's thrown at the 5.
It is a holding.
And Rochester going to commit a hold, and that'll back them up from the 5-yard line to about the 15, which should bring up 1st down and 4. Oh, I'm sorry, 1st down and 6. No, they're going to take it back to the. They'll take it back to the 18. So it'll be 1st and 9. 1st and 9 with 5:20 to play in the game. Allen under center. Lease behind him. Taylor Johnson back in there.
Stop the clock here.
And the Vikings will take a timeout. We'll take a 30. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Join the Fulton County Chamber of Commerce and the Fulton County Blacktop Cruisers for the 26th annual Chili Cook-Off and Red Hot Car Show. This year with more chili teams and cars than ever before. Hundreds of vehicles, dozens of chili recipes, and a 5K charity run to benefit the United Way of Fulton County. It all starts Saturday, October 14th at 8 a.m. with chili served from 11 a.m. until it's gone. Join us for the 2017 Chili Cook-Off and Red Hot Car Show.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
Taylor Johnson is your right wing back. Tight end to the right side looks like is Drew Sailors. Tight end to the left side is still Jerry Plummer.
Yep.
First and 9 for the Z's after the penalty that happened at about the 5-yard line. Allen under center. Johnson comes in motion to the near side and gets the pitch. He's got some blockers. Johnson coming to the near side of the field and stays in bounds and brought down. Very little gain there for Johnson with 5:10 to play in the football game. In fact, he got a yard.
Yep.
2nd and 8.
I think Rochester's only concern right now is just to keep the clock
Oh,
running.
absolutely. Yep, absolutely. And getting out here without anybody hurt.
Right.
Nick Allen gets the play from Jackson. Jackson lines up at the right wing back position. Again, Matt Leash, your fullback. Toronto left wing back. Allen under center with 10 on the play clock. On 2nd and 8, Jackson comes in motion to the near side. He gets the pitch. Back inside now. At the 15, pushing the pile ahead to maybe the 14. Nope, giving him the 15. Pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Rochester Zebras. Clock rolls with 4.5 to play in the game. Rochester up 28-7. After 3, Southwood leads Peru 48-22. Justin Riston brings a play in from the sideline. Toronto comes out. Rochester breaks the huddle with 10 on the play clock, and now the Zebras.
Timeout because Jackson came in after they broke the huddle, so he's got to.
We've got a blood maybe situation.
Okay.
The official timeout.
Yeah.
Brendan Sutton's got to come out, and coming in for him is Ethan Dewald, 6 foot, 248-pound sophomore. He'll take his position on the right side of the line.
Well, it's probably a lucky break for Rochester because Jackson came off the
it was a mess
after the huddle broke, which is not allowed.
3rd down and 6 for the Zebras. Riston goes in motion to the right side. Here's a pitch to Lease. Lease looking to get outside. Yep, we're going to hold. It's going to be declined, I would guess. Maybe not. It'll be no gain on the play. In fact, they're going to back him up a yard. It'll be either 4th down and 7 or 3rd and about 16. And they're going to decline it. I think Coach Hooker's
no, they're going to take.
They're going to take it. Okay, I thought Coach Hooker turned around and wanted the field goal unit on.
Well, they're going to send it on anyway.
Oh, we're going to kick it on. We're going to kick on 3rd down and 16. All right. So the line of scrimmage now is the Tippecanoe Valley 27-yard line. This is going to be a 44-yarder from the right hash. We're going to kick a field goal on 3rd down. Or we're lining up to kick a field goal anyway.
He's getting ready to call timeout.
Yeah, Coach Hooker will use a timeout. We'll take a 30. You're listening to Zebra Football 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Our special presentation is from the team at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick right here in Rochester. Please welcome Amanda Graver, Jim Burnett, Amanda Severs, Isaiah Smith, and Austin Shepherd. Shepherds, in conjunction with the Booster Club and Athletic Department, raised $7,100 for RHS sports this year through the Buick Drive for Your Students event. This totals $17,200 raised in just 2 years. Thanks for everyone who helped on the day and everyone who required for a test drive. What a great result. Thank you, Shepherd Chevrolet Buick.
Noah Swengo comes onto the field. He'll line up the left tailback. We don't have a fullback. Anybody want to be a fullback? Bryce Abbott will come in and be a fullback this time. 3rd and 17. 15 on the play clock. Drew Sailor's under center with 10. Jackson comes in motion to the near side and gets the pitch. Jackson over the left side of the line. He takes it inside the 25, near the 23, and that's going to be 4th down. So actually a 24-yard line. So this is going to make it a 41-yard field goal attempt for Zane Duff into a slight wind.
Well, I don't question the leg strength. I just question the accuracy.
We're about to find out.
Right.
He's going to kick right in the middle of the field. And actually, it's going to be a 40-yarder from the 30-yard line. He's going to be kicking. Drew Sailors is the holder. Zane Duff to attempt a 40-yarder. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is away. Plenty of leg.
Wow.
Plenty of leg. Is it good? No good. Wide to the left.
Wow.
Plenty of leg. The wind pushed it wide to the left. And it will be 1st down for Tippecanoe Valley.
It looked awful good, but of course it was 30 yards above the end of the top of the
on a calm
goalpost.
night, that's through.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 24-yard line. Now going to our right. Rochester up 28-7 with 3:15 to play in the game.
So Manchester defeats Whitco.
Their first win of the year, right,
Yeah.
Val? Second.
34-17.
We have Manchester next week on the road. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 25-yard line, 20-yard line, at their own 20. Out of the shotgun formation is Trapedi. Rolls to the left. Here comes a pass. Throws to the flat. Complete on that far sideline. I'm trying to get a number. Is that, say 20? Is that Conley? Jaden Conley picked up about 3 yards, that is. It'll be 2nd down and about 7. And the Zebras sending some new defensive players in. Matt Lee's coming out of the game. Noah Swingo coming in to play a linebacker position. 2nd and 7. Potter to the left. Make that to the right of Trapedi and the shotgun. Trapedi back to pass. Rolls on the near side. Throws into the flat. It is complete to Randall. Randall grabbed and held up and tackled by B.J. Barnes. 3 minutes to play in the game.
Going to be about, 7 yards for the 1st down?
Takes it out to his own 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Clock rolls with 3 minutes to play in the game. Rochester up 28-7. Into the game for the Zebras is Bailey Brown, a 5'8" sophomore for the Zebras. Trapedi in the pistol. Tough snap. He rolls to the left. He'll keep it. Around the left side, he's got a lot of room. He's going to outrun the defense to the sideline. He gets a 1st down as he takes it out to about his 45-yard line. A pickup of about 14, 15 yards, and another Viking 1st down. Waylon Haynes comes into the game for the Rochester Zebras. Wilson Dalton on the tackle there. Haynes is a sophomore, 5'5". And Wilson Dalton comes out of the game. He had a fantastic game.
He did have a good game, especially that open field tackle after the punt.
Trapedi in the pistol. Make that in the shotgun. Potter to his left. On 1st and 10 from his 45. Trapedi back to pass. Looking left, throwing left. He's got a receiver. It's Randall down the field and overthrows him by 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 2:21 to play in the game. Taylor Cole's come into the game for the first time for the Rochester Zebras. Tyler Walker is done. He had a fantastic game.
I would say the Rochester defense as a whole has played very well tonight.
2nd down and 10 for the Vikings at their own 45-yard line. Rochester up 28-7 with 2:20 to play in the game. The Vikings will send trips to the near side. Trapedi in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Here's a snap, rolls to the near side, looking at some pressure, steps up, throws it back towards the middle of the field to Miller. He's got it complete. Miller then grabbed by the shirt tail and dragged down, but not until he gets inside the Rochester 20-yard line. The touchdown-saving tackle. Is that Landon Kelly? Yep. Landon Kelly brought Miller down inside the 20, giving the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. A 38-yard pitch and catch from Tripedi to Miller. Clock rolls, a 2 to play in the game. Rochester up 28-7. The Vikings knocking on the door. Randall goes wide to the left side for the Vikings. Also, Miller goes split left. Power eye left for the Vikings with Tripedi in the pistol formation. Gets the snap. Tripedi goes to the left. He's going to keep. Tripedi, left side, cuts it out to the sideline, looking to the pylon, and is grabbed right at the 1-yard line by Kelly again. It'll be a pickup of 16 yards. It'll be 1st and goal for the Vikings at the 1. Landon Kelly, I like him.
Yep, doing a good job defensively.
Landon Kelly is a 5'6" freshman for the Rochester Zebras. 1st and goal for the Vikings at the 1 with 90 seconds to play in the game. The bell will be coming back to the Zebras. Coming back to Rochester. Randall split left. And the slide to the right side is Miller. High backs for Tripedi with 5 on the play clock. Tripedi over the right side looking for the end zone. Touchdown Vikings.
And Tripedi off the right side gets the 1-yard scoring drive.
Tanner Tripedi carried it in from 1 yard out, and it's 28-13.
They'll line up for the extra point.
Miller to hold. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away, and it is good. 28-14, the Zebras lead with a minute 18 to play in the game. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
An onside kick. It is an onside kick, and Wilson Dalton falls on it at the 48. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Has he? How many passes has he caught tonight? Wilson Dalton, just one?
Just the one.
Yeah.
73-yard touchdown.
Averages.
Yeah.
He's going to raise his average tonight.
A little bit, yeah.
Pioneer leads Knox after 3, 20-7. Yeah, great game.
Yeah, it is.
1st and 10 for the Z's at their own 49. I would say victory formation. Winamac up late in the fourth quarter over West Central, 37-6. Allen on the under center. He takes a snap. They run a play. And the Zebras get it to midfield with a minute 10 to play. Did you get that number?
Nope, I have no idea who had that.
A minute to play in the game. Rochester up 28-14. It's 2nd down and 9 at midfield. And Allen brings the club to the line of scrimmage.
It's like 31.
Yep. Your fullback in the game now for Rochester is Jared Murray. So Allen takes a snap, and he'll take a knee, and that'll do it. 28 seconds to play in the game, and that will do it. Rochester's going to defeat the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings tonight and bring the bell back to Rochester. The final, 28-14. You're listening to High School Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
A great class act by Tippecanoe Valley. Thank you.
Can't stand each other, but yet once you get out of high school, lots of times, not necessarily, but lots of times some of the people from the other school become some of your best friends in life. And very classic for both teams. The Valley captains, the bell brought to midfield. Rochester showed a lot of patience that sometimes we haven't seen over here and received it. As the Valley Vikings go down